Hi everyone, I'm Stu Hill with CHEM.digital, and today I'm going to break down for you the essential features that a real estate website must have in 2021 in order to be successful. This starts with having a stunning design that is responsive to multiple devices and scalable so that you can build the site out, because today it's all about SEO, and SEO comes from clout, from the size of your website, the interlinking of pages, and having a hierarchy of relevant content related to each other, so that users can start at a sort of high level and dig down. Design is really important to this. When somebody lands at the website, it should be a bit of a wow factor. If you look at some of the big guys, and I use this pitch in every new client consultation that I do. If you look at Realtor.com, Redfin, Trulia, Zillow, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, the list goes on, you'll notice that they all have one thing in common, and that is a big picture in the background, search box in the middle, buy, sell, rent, and off you go. These guys are really lead generation companies, and between them, they figured out how a real estate website needs to look and function in order to generate leads, whether that's for their agents because they're a real estate brokerage, or whether that's because they're owned by Dow or somebody and it's a for-profit business such as Realtor.com. Now, responsive design is important because Google's algorithm is changing and has changed many times over the years, but now you've heard mobile forward. It really is going mobile forward. But in addition to that, there's a new page experience algorithm where they're looking for the way that things load on the page, items not moving around, such as the menu. If the menu shifts while the page is loading, you get negatively impacted there. So strong, compliant, clean design that works on all devices or all browser sizes. You know, if somebody resizes that window, you still want it to display correctly, not just presume that everybody's running at a full window size on some of the bigger screens that you get now on 27 plus inch iMacs, let's say. You don't need a full size window. You've got so much white space on either side. Those browsers, they open up at the right size. So responsive design is key. There's many ways to set this up, but there are some specifics. Ideally in design, you want to get the person to the lead generation tool within 3 steps. So somebody lands at the website, buy, sell, rent, right? They're typing in their address or the city for a search. They're getting a list of properties within that city. They're clicking on one of them to see more information. In return, they're then being presented with a pop-up box and being asked for their information in exchange for the information that they want to see. That's the quid pro quo, the tit for tat. You get the lead, they get the info that they want, and off you go. Getting them to the information they want as quick as possible. This is Google's goal. So setting the site up like that as well, following the big guys, the portals. As I say, they spent hundreds of millions of dollars figuring out how a real estate website needs to look and function. Moving away from that formula is only going to diminish the results of the website. As far as conversions go. Also, it's going to diminish the user experience because they expect things to be in a certain place. It's kind of like if you go to Amazon, if you go to Netflix, you know that usually in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a picture of yourself or something to indicate that your profile area is there. And from there, you either log out, you view your account, your billing settings, things like that. You know that that's there. It's important that the elements are placed in the same place on the website. Usually the home button is either the logo, there's some debate over this, or the home button is the first item in the menu. Moving things around, it just makes it more difficult for people to. So we stick to the principles of user experience based on how users use other websites and what they used to, but also making design nice and simple, getting them down a path, creating a journey for that person. We know that they're there typically to buy a property, real estate, where people come to look at properties on real estate websites. Yeah, they might do a home valuation, but they're looking for something to buy or rent. So we're presenting them with that information in the simplest possible format so they can see through the clutter and just look at the properties they're looking at. That's how you build an effective real estate website. Now, let's talk about the tools. So we build in our IDX, we have so many customizable search filters that we can actually search by any factor, any field within your MLS. So creating hot sheets or specific saved searches, or to build out pages on the website, as I mentioned, for SEO, this is one of the things that we do extremely well. We will build out many long tail keyword combinations on a website by utilizing the many thousands of combinations of searches that we can pull to match those criteria. An example that I use quite often is homes for sale in John Smith School District with a pool. So we'll go in and set some criteria based upon the school district, based upon whether the house has a pool or not. And we can do some variations on that with a fireplace. Homes for sale near this place. Homes for sale on streets with the name East in them. There's lots of there's lots of fields available in every MLS publicly. We can search every single one of them, set up all kinds of saved searches. So if you want new listings, if you want waterfront, whatever's important to your market, to get the SEO results that we want. Remember, and there's another video that I posted a couple of days ago on this, but SEO is really about determining where your business is showing up or where your business should be showing up on Google when somebody types that in. So a lot of that is, okay, where's my competitor showing up? What is their market share on the search engines? The SERP, the SERP share, or share of SERP, is the share of the search engine results page, right? All those results that you see on Google, the share of the search engine's results page that your competitors have. And we need to look at that and decide where we inject you, where it's important for you to be seen. And we can use these pages to build out this, as I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, spider web of interlinking pages that can get into the thousands. So that's SEO is fundamental to every real estate website that we build. It's about placement. It's about fitting you into the market. It's about your place in the market. You're looking at transaction sides, things like this. Well, let's look at brand exposure. Where are you placed? Where is your website placing now? Are we in control of the content that is out on the web about you? We need to gain control of that. Optimize the website, make sure that we're showing up for the right terminology throughout the right markets and attracting the right people. You can hit a far smaller audience with targeted information and reap massive results versus this shotgun approach where you're targeting the masses and your conversion rate's very low. You've got lots of traffic coming to the website on all sorts of different keywords and terms. That's great. You've got traffic, but traffic is really meaningless if they're not converting into leads. I mean, would you rather have 100 visitors to your website that convert into 50 leads? Or would you rather have 10,000 visitors to your website that convert into 50, 25 leads? Because those are realistically the numbers that you can be seeing. If you're getting a lot of traffic that's not specifically directed, your conversion rates can be somewhere around 0.3, 0.5% on some of our pages for specific terms. I think our number one ranking page on all of our websites, for some reason, in terms of conversion rate, is our search for, do real estate billboards work? If you type that into Google, you'll see that we're number one. We get about 100% conversion rate on that page. Don't know why, but everybody that types that in converts, and that's fantastic. We don't do a lot in the way of billboards. It's very difficult to find out how to advertise on billboards these days, and by the way, it's extremely expensive. and although probably good brand placement if you've backed it up with the other online stuff. But these are all the things that we look at and talk about when we start to build a website. That's the advantage of having our marketing team behind you. If you want a demo of what it is we do, how we do it, if you've got some specific questions, please fill out this form to my right. Book a consultation with my team. We'll sit down for 30 minutes, discuss your needs and goals and how we might be able to help you dominate your market in 2021 with a brand new website that performs and works as a tool for your business. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.